Sarah. Huh?
Okay. When Judah saw her, he thought her to be a harlot because she had covered her face. Verse 16.
Carry on, yes.
And he turned unto her by the way and said, Go to, I pray thee, let me come unto thee. For he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law.
Read on.
And she said, What wilt thou give me, thou mayest come into unto me? And he said, I will send thee a kid from the flock. And she said, Wilt thou give me a pledge till thou send it? And he said, What pledge shall I give thee? And she said, Thy signet and thy bracelets and thy staff that is in mine hand.
In thine hand.
In thine hand.
Aha.
And he gave it to her, and came unto her, and she conceived by him.
Right, now you got the whole picture. You see, the story is chapter 38. At home you are going to read it. But now you circle these verses 15 to 18. Just circle them like this here. Just circle them in red. 15 to 18, circle them. Circle them. 15 to 18, just circle them. And you can have an arrow coming down from the shh. Arrow coming down from the top. Shh. 15 to 18, circle the verses. And she conceived. Father-in-law and daughter-in-law now. They have sex by the roadside. And she conceived, means she became pregnant. And you read further, when you read further, it will tell you that in 3 months' time, naturally if a woman is pregnant, it becomes apparent, 3 months' time. And she's carrying twins, is more apparent, carrying 2. So the abdomen will be double the size. So the old man gets the news. Now the story is chapter 38. You must read the whole chapter. Very interesting. You don't have to look for Arabian Nights, the unexpurgated edition. You have it in your house now. The Arabian Nights. You read it, read it. It's nice to know in this book of God, the holy book, what's holy about that. So it starts, chapter 38 starts, that Judah, the father of the Jewish race, from whom we get the word Judaism, Judea, Huda, Judah is Huda, Yahudi, all the words come from this word Judah, one of the sons of Yaqub alayhi salam. He had 3 sons. Onan and Shelah. That's what you will read in chapter 38. And was big enough to get married, so the old man gets her daughter-in-law by the name of Tamar. But something does, the Bible doesn't say what, which God didn't like, so God killed him. So what's the lesson? You do anything that God doesn't like, He can punish you, He can destroy you. That's a moral. Then the old man, according to Jewish custom, he said, look, if one brother dies, leaves no offspring, then his name will perish. No more. That name, Deedat, is no more. So now, the second brother takes his widow to wife. He has sex with her, doesn't get married, no nikah ceremony performed, but as a duty, religious duty. So he tells his second son, Onan, he says, you go in and do your brother's wife, and beget child by her, so the name of the deceased can carry on. Uska naam mit nahi jaave. His name does not perish. Otherwise, no more that Earth's name will be finished from this earth. No more children left. So according to that, Onan, he goes into his brother's wife. And at the most critical juncture, he spills his seed on the ground. So God kills him also. It's called onanism. In the dictionary, Oxford Dictionary, you'll find the word onanism. Technically, it's called coitus interruptus. But God kills him also. Why? Because he was supposed to do a certain job of work, which he didn't do. Heartily he should have done it, but he spills his seed on the ground, so God kills him also. So now the old man tells his daughter-in-law, he said, look, you go and stay at your father's house until the third fellow is grown. And when he's big enough, I will call you, so he can perform his duty. But the old man, conveniently, he forgot. Conveniently, it suited him. because he had lost 2 sons, account of this witch. This woman is a witch. You know, old people, this is a witch. Do mera beta ko khage. He had 2 of my sons, this woman here. So he says the 3rd fellow might also go, same way. So conveniently he forgot, and the 3rd fellow is grown up and he gets him married. And that woman is grating. So she wants to take revenge on this father-in-law of mine. So she gets the news that her father-in-law was going to Timnat, don't worry about the name, to shear his sheep. So she says, right, I'll fix up the old man, the rascal. Yeah? So she goes and sits by the roadside, on the road, to Timnat, and the old man is game. He sees this woman sitting by the roadside, say, allow me to come in unto thee. Let me have sex with you. So she said, what will you give me? He said, I'll give you a goat kid. He said, what guarantee is that I will give it? You have sex, you enjoy yourself, and you go away, and you might not send the goat kid. What guarantee is there? He said, what guarantee do you want? He said, your signet, your ring, and your bracelet. They used to wear bangles those days. And your bangle, and your staff, Asa, of Musa alayhi salam. So the old man gave it to her, and he had sex with his daughter-in-law. And she became pregnant straight away. The 2 sons failed. This old man, 1 hit, twins, 2 at a time. And 3 months' time, he gets the news that your daughter-in-law has played the harlot. She's a whore. She's a bitch. You know, she's carrying a baby by whoredom. She says, bring her. We'll burn her, the bitch. The old man can confront her. With the servant, she sends these things. She says, please go and ask my father-in-law. I beg you to find out from me to whom these things belong, because the guy who's this ring and this bracelet and the staff, he is the guy responsible for my condition. So please find out who can that person be. So the old man says, this is mine, man. She's better than me. And the Bible says he had no more intercourse with her. Only 1 intercourse he had. Now 9 months have gone, and the nurse is waiting because they are twins. And the Jews are very jealous to find out which one came out first. Because if they are identical twins, and once they are both out, and if they get mixed up, you can be doing injustice. Because the firstborn, the first one who sees the light of day, gets all the inheritance. Not like in Islam, everybody gets equal. No. The first one gets everything. So now you can be doing injustice if they are identical twins. Which one came out first? So she's waiting. And the first one puts out his hand from his mother's womb. So quickly she puts the scarlet thread, ties him up. And it's too sensitive, so the guy pulls it back inside. Then the other one comes out. So she calls his name Fares. Fares in Hebrew means the guy who breaks the queue, who pushes others aside. Because it was the other guy's turn. He had put his hand out first. I am first. But the other one now came out. So you broke the queue. So her name is Fares. Then came out his brother with the scarlet thread. So they call him Zara. Zara in Hebrew means red, because he had the scarlet thread. And these Fares and Zara are the great-grandfathers of your God Jesus Christ. According to your Gospels of Matthew, in the genealogy, these are the great-grandfathers of your God Jesus. Children of incest are the great-grandfathers of your God Jesus Christ. In the Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 1, verse 1, it says, and this is the genealogy of Jesus Christ, the son of Abraham, the son of David. And Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac begat Jacob, and Jacob begat Judas and his brethren, and Judas begat Phares and Zara of Tamar. Father-in-law and daughter-in-law produces 2 bastard children. They are the great-grandfathers of your God Jesus. What's the moral of that? What's the moral of that? Huh? That's the most important thing, man. You know, your God, will we be happy? You tell him, you say, you know, your great-grandfather. In the genealogy as they have given us, there are 6 bastards and begetters of bastards of Jesus, his ancestors. No, this is strong words. I say, look, this is so. There are 6 bastards and begetters of bastards in this book for Jesus, his ancestors. A man who had no ancestor, who had no genealogy, they give him 66 fathers and grandfathers, out of whom 6 are bastards and begetters of bastards. You think Jesus will be very happy? Huh? With this genealogy, he said, look, my God, my Lord, this is your ancestry. 6 bastards and begetters of bastards. To a man who had no father. Now with that book, with that crap, they are getting converts, my sisters and my brothers. With this rubbish. They're getting converts. And you and I, we can't get converts with the Quran. You and I, we are not. Some of the converts we get is our daughters are bringing them in. Wallah, in South Africa especially. It's not the Maulvis, it's not the Maulanas, not the Deedats. Actually our daughters are bringing them in. Father comes along, he says, no.